All right, Carnell, let's get this over with. So I quit music, and it was the worst decision that I've ever made. I am going to share my story and be transparent. I'm reading from my phone because I don't want to leave anything out. Yes, the title is a bit clickbaitish, but I had to do it. And it's the truth. I quit music production, and it was the worst thing I could have ever done. I've been involved with music my entire life. In the last 6 years, I stopped to focus on video. And I've been asking myself why. Truth is, it was an escape. It was a way for me to run away from what has been chasing me, my past. See, I grew up in an incredibly strict religious environment. In this environment, as a preteen, I watched my mom be mistreated. I watched myself be mistreated. Imagine being 12 years old, playing organ in church, being yelled at over the mic in front of crowds of people. Speed up, slow down, you're too loud, you're too soft. And finally, get off the organ. My first year in college, I was in full time. I was working the graveyard shift at UPS. It was 2 a.m. to 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. The days were always Monday through Friday. Even though I had to wake up on Mondays at 1 a.m. to prepare to go unload packages from trailers, I was forced to go to a coach's church service on Sunday evening that didn't end until about 11 p.m. On top of that, I was kicked off the organ, not allowed to play, but had to watch another musician replace me that was being paid. I was not being paid when I played. So here I am on a Sunday night being tortured, watching another musician play the service at night, knowing that I needed rest in order to wake up on time for work. I was forced to sit on the front row and watch. And my dad did nothing, absolutely nothing. My dad was a truck driver. He always was gone traveling for work throughout the week. So my younger sister and I were always with my mom. She basically raised us. She had to deal with watching me be mistreated. She also had to deal with the fact that my dad sided with his church family before his own immediate family. Time and time again, I remember my parents arguing about what would happen at the church. It was like she would always plead my case, but my dad would never listen. He would never side with us. Yes, I'm using the term sides in this short story because it felt like war. This developed a strong bitterness inside me. I got my girlfriend pregnant during this time. Things really blew up. 19 years old. I was told how I had destroyed my life, my future. I was told what I wasn't going to be able to accomplish. As you would probably guess, this was motivation for me at age 19. I ended up leaving my parents' house, eloping, and crashing with a buddy of mine for about a week. Within a week, I had my own place and started my career as a professional musician. All of my motivation stemmed from the hate of my previous lifestyle, but I made it. Fast forward to today, it's time to level up, but I can't. And something's in the way. There's a glass ceiling that I can't see. The negative emotion was keeping me from progressing. Not knowing this, I thought music had just become boring. But what it really was me burning out of energy. There's no longer that negative energy to pull from. I thought that bouncing around from thing to thing, learning new skill sets would help. But I always carried that same old baggage. There was always this same common thread. Today I realized that I can no longer hold this inside. It's time to move forward in life. It's time to yield to my greater self. All of those adults from my childhood still have not attempted or agreed to any resolve. My dad is paralyzed totally on his left side. I guess life has a way of catching up to you. I've realized that we are not what we have done. That person in your life that hurt you, they are not that. It is only what they chose to do in that very moment in time. I'm actually grateful for everything that happened because it made me who I am today. Even though the people on the other side of the story didn't agree to fix things, I have agreed to be a light, to be a bigger person. And you can do the same thing. Today, in this very moment, I operate in love. That's it. I got it out. Keep on keeping on.